Hey guys, so I decided for my canoe I'm going to put a 6 horsepower motor engine that I'm going to buy on eBay. Now there's different ways to buy an outboard motor, which what you could do to figure out what to know about buying an outboard motor. So number 1, get your information from me. Number 2 is look for an outboard motor that fits in your budget. So between $1,000 to $600 is an okay motor. You don't want to get an old outboard motor because I had one. I already fixed it, but I'm going to sell it on eBay because I want more money from it. And my canoe for the power rating is about 6 horsepower rating. Now I have a canoe. I have a red canoe with a back slab where I can put a motor behind it where I gas tank. I have all the hose hookups, the gas connector to my hose line, fuel line, and everything else. Now, the information you need to know about an outboard motor is how fast does a 6-point outboard motor. Well, I YouTubed it, and you can go YouTube many ways to find different stuff, and it's about 17 miles per hour. So if you put 2 people on it, which my canoe can haul 3 people on it, which is me and then 2 extras, and you'll go about 12 miles an hour on a 6-point, on a 6 HP outboard motor. Now, there's different ways. The reason why I'm saying a smaller outboard motor is good because it clamps on. It's really small, and it clamps on with those little teeth hooks on the back. Now, if you don't have a canoe like mine that has a backside, you can make a board which clamps on the side where you can have an outboard motor. Now, I'm not saying it's necessary to do that, but if you don't have a backside like I do, you might need to make a board with a clamp on the side in order to put an outboard motor on it, which is really fun to do on your canoe. Now, there's different ways you can do it. And a lot of people were asking, well, how do you fill up a gas tank for a 2-stroke 6 HP? Well, go ask Google, and Google will tell you ethanol. Ethanol's not really good because when I YouTube it, they were saying ethanol is really not all that great. So what you do is you put regular unleaded gas in your gas tank. You get mixed oil. You can get mixed oil from Pep Boys. You can get mixed oil from Walmart. You can get mixed oil from anywhere because it takes gas and oil to fill up an outboard motor. Now, when you're filling it, you need a couple of things. You need a gas tank for one. 2, you need a hose clamp or a hose to squeeze it. It has a little squeezer. You plug in your connector to the outboard motor, and you're supposed to put the hose in the gas tank, and you squeeze it. Now, with that squeezer, what it does is it fills the fuel line through it with the squeezer. It goes through it, and it mixes oil with gas. So you need mixed oil with gas for any type of outboard motor you need. So whether it's an old one or a new one. And yes, you're supposed to winterize them every year. So if you go down to the lake or into your storage system, which is where you put your boat at, so if it's outside, it's probably going to be hard for the winterize. But if you put a cover on it, it'll keep it longer and quicker for it to save it. Because the parts that are inside it, there'll be dust and everything coming up. And when it's winterizing, when it's wintertime, what I'm trying to say is, it's going to harden all the parts where the parts aren't going to work no more. Now, you can get different stuff on how to winterize it. Just YouTube how to winterize your outboard motor, and it should tell you what to do with a 6 HP outboard motor. Now, the reason why I'm not getting a 9.8 outboard motor is because the head is too big for it. You want a smaller tank to put in the back to where you can use your hand in the back to where it'll fit properly. And you're still going 17 miles an hour, dude. You're not going like 5 miles an hour. You're not going 10 miles an hour. With you beside it, you're going 17 miles an hour. Just you. So, give or take, 6 HP is pretty good. I YouTubed it a little bit. I saw how fast people were going on it, which is a little bit safer. So, being safe on an outboard motor, and yes, you do have to register too if you have an outboard motor. So look at the number on your motor registered at the MVD, which is about, I think 2 years is about either $120 to $60 per year. Now, if you're doing it for a year and you don't think you're going to use it for a long time, do it for a year. But if you're thinking about using it more for the next time year, which would kind of be a little bit easier, and you're spending about $120, which is not a bad price for the MVD, and you're spending about, like I said, $120, which is not bad. But all my information I Googled it. Go to Google if you don't have if you have an iPhone, iPad, computer. Google the description on your motor, and it'll tell you everything that you need. So, science facts, Google it. I'm not gonna do it this year, which I thought I had time, but I had family members that were kind of dying on me a little bit. And then I got another family member that's in a hospital. So this year's been kind of hectic a little bit. But next year, I'm going to YouTube my canoe with a 6 HP outboard motor. And I'm going to go to Elephant Butte Lake. So sorry that I didn't YouTube it this year. I was really hoping to YouTube it this year with all my stuff that I had. And to go camping in. And like I said, I've been saying that. And I know I've been in my apartment for a long time this past year, but I'll promise you, next summer, when summer starts, I will YouTube it and how to show you how to winterize your outboard motor. And it's really easy. I'm not a mechanic guy. I'm not. I'm more of a shop guy that does weeds, that pulls weeds and everything. I'm not good with my hands, but it's really easy to do these steps while you're using your outboard motor. And that's all I had to say. All right, bye.